So hi guys, I am Rose and Elginhawa from IT2103. So welcome to my channel. So first, from the chapter 2, we have to answer the activity, which is assess the methods. So first, I will explain what is the meaning of console, telnet, and aux. So the first one is console. So console is a physical management port that provides out-of-band access to a Cisco device. Out-of-band access refers to access via a dictated management channel that is used for device maintenance purpose only. So the advantages of using a console or a console port is that the device is accessible even if no networking services have been configured, such as when we are performing an initial configurations of networking device. When performing an initial configuration, a computer running terminal emulation software is connected to the console record of the device using a special cable configuration commands. For setting up the switch or router can be entered on the connected computer. So the console port, it is used to connect a computer directly to a router or a switch and manage the router or switch. Since there is no display device for a router or switch, a special type of a cable known as rollover cable is used to connect the serial port or the computer to the router or switch console port software packages using an out-of-band connection from console or management Ethernet interface, because in-band connection can be lost during the upgrade process. Conceptually, out-of-band console connections operate independently from the data being managed by the device, and thus by design are less vulnerable to interruptions. So the next one is the SSH or secure shell. So the SSH is a method for remotely establishing a source CLI connection through a virtual interface over a network. Unlike a console, connections require active networking services on the device, including an active interface configured with an address. And SSH is the recommended method for remote management because it provides a secure connection. SSH provides encrypted passwords. So from authentication and transports of sessions data. This keeps the user ID, passwords, and the details of the management sessions private. Most versions of Cisco IOS includes SSH server and an SSH client that can be used to establish SSH sessions with other devices. So the SSH is a network protocol that gives us or the users, particularly the system administrator a secure way to access the computer over a unshared network. SSH refers to the implement the SSH protocol. So the next one is the Telnet. Telnet is an insecure method of remotely establishing a CLI session through a virtual interface. Across a network unlike SSH, Telnet Glassnet provide a securely encrypted connection. User authentication, password, and commands are sent over the network in plain text. So the best practice dictates to use SSH instead of Telnet. Your remote management CLI connection Cisco IOS includes a Telnet server and a Telnet client that can be used to establish Telnet sessions with other devices. So the Telnet is a computer protocol that provides two-way interactive communications. Compatibility for computers is the internet and local area networks. So the Telnet has a command line interface and is famous for being the original protocol form when the internet is first launched in 1969. So from the aux, some devices such as routers may also support a legacy auxiliary part that was used to establish a CLI session remotely using a modem similar to a console connection. The aux part is out of band and does not require networking service to be configured or available. And an aux or auxiliary part is the logical name for standard communications port. Aux is an serial port with an interface that allows the auxiliary input of audio signals. It is an interface that penetrates a PC or other device to transmit or receive data one bit at a time. So generally the aux port on PC is computer port 1, COM1, which is the first several port with a preconfigured assignment for serial device. So the aux port is typically used for audio equipment that receives peripheral sound sources such as digital music players or audio speaker. The peripheral sound device is connected to an aux port or other medium such as vehicle audio. And an auxiliary port is also known as an auxiliary jack or auxiliary input. So let's answer this. You are in the equipment room with a new switch that needs to be configured. So your manager gives you a special cable and tells you to configure the switch console. You access the IOS by using another intermediary device over a network connection. You call manager to tell him you cannot access your router in other city over the internet. He provides you with the information the router through telephone connection. So let's check. So that's all for chapter 2. Thank you for watching.